Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? I am the Mystical Green Beanie, and welcome to another episode of Hitting the Books, the show where I talk about comics. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the first issue from Marvel Civil War 2. Now, I feel like I should preface this review by admitting that I wasn't really all that excited to read this comic, mainly because it felt like a shameless commercial opportunity that was rushed out to hype up the movie Civil War, which it is, and everybody who's working on it has admitted to it being that, so as you can understand, I wasn't really all that excited to get into this. But anyways, let's talk about the comic itself, and in starting this review, we should just break down the story, which is very simple. An evil celestial attacks the world, and the heroes of the Marvel Universe have to stop it. And they cast it back to its home dimension, and then everybody celebrates their victory at the Stark Tower. And then they toast the Inhumans because, they alerted everyone to the attack. But then some of the heroes grow a little suspicious, and they ask the Inhumans how they knew of the impending attack from the Celestial. And then they reveal that there's an Inhuman named Ulysses who can see the future. And then Tony Stark and Carol Danvers have this morality argument over using this kid, because Tony believes that they shouldn't try to stop crimes before they happen, because that could lead to disaster. And then Carol just tells Tony off, and then everyone goes back to the party. But then later, Ulysses has a vision. Then we cut to MJ, who's Tony's new PA, and she tells him that Rhodey has just died. And then Tony rushes to the Triskelion and he starts asking what happened, and it's revealed that Ulysses had a vision of Thanos attacking Earth, and Carol tried to stop him. And in the process, Rhodey got killed and She-Hulk was mortally wounded. And then Tony and Carol once again argue about trying to stop future crime, and then the comic ends. Alright, so that was the story, now let's talk about the art. And Jesus, David Marquez does a beautiful job. This is probably one of the best looking comics I've ever laid my eyes on. The colors are breathtaking, the expressions are amazing, and the action sequences are drawn masterfully. Now, to be honest, I'm not that familiar with David Marquez's work, and if I am, I'm probably just drawing a blank right now, but my god, the art in this comic was fantastic. Finally, here are some things that stood out to me whether or not they be good or bad. As always, starting off with the good. This is just a great first issue. I was really engaged, I was really excited, and I genuinely cared about what was going on. The first issue felt very genuine, or at least as genuine as it could be under the circumstances. And that was really important, because if it felt artificial, then I probably wouldn't care so much about this event, and I wouldn't continue reading. And as I already mentioned, the art is gorgeous. But with all that said, I do have some things that I wasn't a huge fan of. And in particular, I have to say that at the moment, the crux of this new Civil War relies on this Inhuman who can see the future. And that is stupid, because if you walk into the Jean Grey School for Gifted Youngsters, all you have to do is scream, "Who here can read the future?" And I guarantee you every fifth child will raise their hand. So I don't see why all of a sudden this is a huge issue. I also wish that this comic was longer, because I expect a little more bang for my buck for $6. Like, for real, what they should have done was, instead of cutting away and offhandedly explaining what happened in that battle that everybody had with Thanos that was in that free comic book day special, they should have just put all that in this comic and made that $5 zero issue the free comic book day special. Anyways, those are my thoughts. I really enjoyed this first issue, but I do hesitate to tell anyone to rush out to the comic book store or Comixology or wherever you get your comics from and buy this, because you're paying $6 for a standard issue comic. So if you really love Marvel and you have $6 burning a hole in your pocket, then I'd say it's worth it. But yeah, I thought this was a fun comic, and I'm actually really excited to see where the story goes. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, hit the like button, share, support the channel, and if you want to see more content like this, all you have to do is subscribe. I'm the Mystical Green Beanie. Thanks for watching, and as always, until next time, adios nachos.